Hey, crafters, crocheters, knitters, and yarn enthusiasts. Hi, my name is Jenny. Welcome to Granny Scrap Bag. So, I've been going through what I call my project pile. And it's where all of my blankets have landed. In all the years that I've been making blankets, I make a blanket, I throw it in a pile, make a blanket, throw it in the pile. I start a blanket, don't finish it, and throw it in the pile. I start a blanket, forget exactly what I was doing with it, where I was going with it, or I changed my mind, and I threw it in the pile. So I have blankets that are started, blankets that are finished, blankets that are somewhere in between. And this is the year where I'm going through every single project in my pile, and I am either finishing it, frogging it if I decided I don't like it, so I can reuse the yarn, or whatever I'm doing. I'm just going through my project pile. So for the most part, it's blankets. I consider myself a blanket maker. I've got another blanket to go through today. After my last video, I had 2 waffle stitch blankets, and I had to do borders on both of them. Kind of burned myself out, and I didn't want to do any more crocheting, so I had to pick a project out of my pile that didn't need anything done to it. All the yarn tails are sewn in. It doesn't need a border. Everything is done. So all I have to do is just give you the information on the blanket, and then I can stick it in my Etsy shop and sell it. So that's what we're doing today. Now this blanket today is a pattern we've already done. It is my pattern that I call my Karen Cakes blanket pattern. It's a pattern that I designed on my own to go along with Karen Cakes, okay? But about a year later, I decided I wanted to see if it would work with other cake yarn, because all the other companies decided to make cake yarns. There is Bernat Pop, Premier Sweet Roll, Lion Brand Mandala. So a lot of the big yarn companies, they decided to make yarn in a cake form, just like Karen did. So this one is Bernat Pop. Well, it is 100% acrylic, and it's a number 4 medium weight. I didn't like the texture of the yarn itself, so I wouldn't use Bernat Pop again, probably. I don't know, I can't even describe it. It's got some texture that I just I didn't jive with it, you know? But the cake, the Bernat Pop was only 5 ounces of yarn instead of 7 ounces like the Karen Cakes are. So I also added in Red Heart Super Saver as solid colors. And I think there is one skein of Bernat Super Value and one skein of Vanna's Choice, okay? So turns out my pattern works really well for solid colors. So someday I'd like to make one with just solid colors and do the striping all on my own. Alright, so let's get you off the tripod, give you a little closer look, and then we'll take it down and we'll go through all the details on it. You have to forgive me for the bad lighting. This is the darkest corner of my house. I've got the lamp on. I've got the ceiling fan on. But it's still kind of dark back here, and I'm sorry for that. It's the wrong time of day to be filming. Alright, so the color of the Bernat Pop that I used was called Planetary. And what it did is it started at this darker gray color, went into the lighter gray, and then a soft shade of white. And then it went into this color. It's, depending on the light, it looks purple, and then sometimes it looks blue. And then it went into this green color, and that was it. It was just these 5 colors in the cake. So I added, this is Vanna's Choice, but it's some shade of green. This brown is the Bernat Super Value. This orange is Red Heart Super Saver. This brown is Red Heart Super Saver. And this is Red Heart Super Saver in the soft white. So this is my Karen Cakes blanket pattern, but I used Bernat Pop and solid colors from Red Heart. Alright, so this blanket, I did measure it. It is 53 inches wide. It just sits on top of a full-size bed. But it's only 50 inches tall. So it fits in the throw blanket category, I would think. So you can see, here's where the color change is. It's right in the middle, which is fine. But for my solid colors, I stopped them at the end of the rows. And just randomly picked a number. Did I want to do 3 rows of color, 2 rows of color, 5? I just picked random numbers. So here's the blanket sitting on my chair. It's a perfect throw size, right? I know the camera's showing this orange to be very kind of in your face, but it's actually a little bit more toned down in real life. It's got more of a brick red undertone to it, so, and this brown is definitely more warm than the camera's showing. Okay, so I'm not gonna put it up on the step stool to show it to you because I'm pretty sure you've seen it pretty well, right? I do see a few little bit of some yarn tails that are just sticking out. I need to snip them a little closer. But the colors of the Bernat Pop, the color's called Planetary. I like the colors. I like how I took the gray and the white and mixed it with these warmer earth tone colors. I think they complement each other very well. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. But it's another blanket that I don't need. I have a house full of blankets because making a blanket is how I relax. Which is why I haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks, because I've been having a bit of a depressive episode and it's hard to bring yourself out of that. So I'm sorry, and I don't post on the community tab to let you guys know what's going on. Let me know if you do, like if you haven't seen me in a while, and if you want to know why, let me know if you want updates in the community tab, and I'll learn how to do that. So the blanket here, I made this in 2017. So at this point it is 6 years old. I used 3 cakes of the Bernat Pop in the Planetary color. For the skeins of yarn, for the red heart, the soft white, the brown, the orange, I used 1 skein, but I only used about half. The other half of them, they're sitting over on my shelf. I'm not sure where, that's why I didn't pull them out, but I can show them to you. I have a picture of this in process of when I was making it in 2017. There's a picture in my computer, so I'll put that up on the screen. I'll put it there. And then for the other brown that's in there, which is Bernat Super Value, that was also just 1 skein of yarn, and I only used about half. And then this green color is from Vanna's Choice, and you know, those balls of yarn are smaller, and I think I used up the whole ball of yarn for that. So there's my next blanket that's all done. If all goes well, hopefully by the end of today, I will have this one listed in my Etsy shop. I do ship internationally. Did it for the first time the other day. Sent something to Australia. How fun is that? Oh, my blanket's going to a good home, and that makes me happy. That makes me really, really happy. Don't you love it when the blanket videos are short, sweet, and to the point? You can find the pattern for this in previous videos. I did give the pattern out free of charge in the video. We even crocheted along and made one together. So you can check out the older videos. Okay, so that's it for today's video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go take this, I'm going to go throw it in the washer and wash it, since it's been since 2017. I want to freshen it up a little bit and lay it out flat to dry. That's the best thing to do for crocheted blankets. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient with me when I'm not posting so consistently. Know that I'm still here. Know that I'm trying. I'm fighting the fight every day against the depression and the darkness. So thank you for being patient with me, for all of your kind comments, and I just appreciate each and every single one of you. So many ums. I'm so sorry. I'm out of practice. So, hopefully I'm going to try and get another blanket video up sometime this week, because I still have so many more to go through. I'm going to pick through and see if I can find something that's still completely done that I don't have to do any work to. I'm finding those a little bit easier to handle right now. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.